5-year-old Patrick woke up to the sound of his parents screaming.
And he put these little time things on my mom and my dad so they couldn't
On
walk.
April 6th, 2010, 5 YO Patrick Morrissey wakes up in the middle of night. He sees his parents being pushed inside his bedroom by a gunman. In these few panicked seconds, he noticed both of them are tied up. Petrified by fear, Patrick can't move and keep his eyes tightly shut. Suddenly, shots are fried and house is set alight. The little boy knows his parents' only hope of survival will depend on his escape.
I know earlier you said you knew something about some robbers or something?
On April 5th, 2010, the Morrissey family's picture-perfect life took a disturbing turn for the worst when 5-year-old Patrick woke up to the sound of his parents screaming.
And he put these little time things on my mom and my dad so they couldn't walk.
In the chilling events of April 6, 2010, young Patrick Morrissey's life took a nightmarish turn. At the tender age of 5, he found himself abruptly awakened to a scene of unimaginable horror. A gunman had invaded his home, forcing his parents into his bedroom where they were bound and vulnerable. The atmosphere reeked of terror, and Patrick, overcome by fear, could do nothing but keep his eyes tightly shut, hoping to escape the harsh reality unfolding around him. As the seconds ticked by, the air became charged with tension. Suddenly, the deafening sound of gunfire shattered the silence, echoing the violence that had erupted within the confines of their home. To compound the terror, the assailants set the house ablaze, casting an ominous glow on the already traumatic scene. Amidst the chaos, Patrick's instincts kicked in, and he realized that his parents' chances of survival hinged on his ability to break free from the nightmarish captivity.
Were you awake when this happened, or were you sleeping?
Sleeping, but I woke up myself.
Oh yeah? And when you woke
And he put a gun on my mom and dad's head.
A science professor working on cancer research at Nova Southeastern University, Dr. Joe Morrissey lived with his wife Kay and 5-year-old son Patrick in the idyllic plantation suburb of Florida. The 46-year-old professor was well loved by students and colleagues alike and shared a happy relationship with his family. Around early midnight of April 5th, 2010, 2 male intruders broke into Joe's home and kidnapped him and Kay while Patrick was sleeping. The couple was then forced to drive to a bank ATM and withdraw $500. Joe was made to hop to the other room where one of the men stabbed him to death, despite him begging for mercy. Intending to kill Kay and Patrick, the robbers left after setting the house on fire. However, Kay managed to free herself with her son's help, and they escaped the burning house.
Randy, my brother, turned on the news, and first thing when I turn on murder and plantation, early this morning, women, whatever. Brother gets up and he walks to the back porch and starts smoking a cigarette. And I don't know, family, you get instincts. You're not stupid. You know your family. You know what I'm saying? So I walked out in the back and I said, bro, tell me you had nothing to do with that. And he said, go talk to Dad. So I walked upstairs, surprised. He seen the news. He said, you need to shut up. He said, I'll kill you.
After Kay was proven innocent, the investigators began searching for leads in Joe's murder case. However, they were pointed in an unexpected direction when she told them about Randy Tundador Sr., who was a tenant in Joe's plantation townhouse. He was involved in a dispute with Joe over a personal injury lawsuit. Moreover, just 4 days before the murder, Joe sent him a letter informing him that he was in default of security deposits. Kay suspected his son, Randy Tundador Jr., to be her husband's murderer. Things took a surprising turn when the police received a call from Randy Sr.'s younger son, Sean Tundador. He stated to the police that his father had confessed to murdering Joe over anger on being evicted, and that his brother was a mere accomplice.
He would sit here and say that it was me and my brother who did this and planned this. I feel like that's wrong. You shouldn't do anything to hurt your kids. I think that father's job is to protect his kids, not to hurt his kids.
Both Randy Tundador Sr. and Randy Tundador Jr. faced charges including first-degree murder, attempted murder, armed kidnapping, and arson. Randy Jr. was sentenced to 40 years in prison. After a massive delay because of post-conviction appeals, Randy Tundador Sr. was finally sentenced to death in 2014. His motion for a new trial was rejected, and his sentence was upheld in 2017. Prison records state that he is currently incarcerated at the Union Correctional Institution in Rayford, Florida, and awaiting his death sentence. The earliest he can be released from prison is in 2048. Call to action. Thank you for watching the video. Hope you all liked it. Please subscribe, like, and share our videos.
As for Patrick and his mom, their lives are what pays tribute to Joe Morrissey.
I definitely feel Patrick is my hero. He not only saved my life, but also helped me save his life.
They continue to support each other and will not let a father's sacrifice be forgotten.
I wanted other people to see that they can survive.